She's asking which way she should be using when create split test, Ads Manager or experiments. Okay, very good question. So when you're creating split test, A/B split test. Now, first thing first, before we go into that, I want to quickly walk you through about split testing. Now, when you're doing split test on Facebook ads, okay, there are 4 things that you can test: the ad creative, the placement, the audience, and I think the ad creative, the placement, the audience, and I forgot. Anyway, so there are 4 things that you can test. Okay, so when you run split test, usually what we do is we will actually set it up for a period of time. So usually I would do about 3 to 7 days. And when I do split test, I will only spend a fraction of the budget. Say maybe, let's say if you're spending about $10,000 to run this ad, you probably need to spend about $50 within this period of time just to run a split test. Now, when do we run split test? We run split test when we are launching something that we are not sure about the outcome, or we are entering a market that we are not certain about, or you are running a massive campaign. For example, you are running one for the Black Friday, for example, and you're spending like huge amount, like let's say $10,000, and you're very worried and you want to make sure that you are betting on the right creative or the right whatever combination that you want. That's where you run split test. Now, when I do split test, I usually only split test the creative, because other than that, everything else we can actually track along the way to see which one performs better, and we can scale it or optimize it. So that's how I do it. So when you want to do split test, remember, I would always recommend to only run split test on the creative, because that's the only variable that we can't really control. So when you want to create a split test, there are 2 places for you to start. Definitely, you go into Ads Manager at the campaign level. When you're creating a campaign, you can create a split test. Now, the other way is you go into the experiments inside the Business Manager. Now, if you're not familiar with Business Manager, don't worry. I have a course called the Facebook Business Manager Masterclass. It's like a 4-hour masterclass to walk you through every single one of the tools and features in Business Manager. Go for that. Now, to answer Eloy's question, should we do it on the Ads Manager or experiments? It's the same. It's the same. Because the moment you go into experiment and start creating, it will bring you back into the Ads Manager, because it's always linked. These 2 things are linked. So either way, all right? So that's to answer the first question. So remember, when you want to do split test, you don't spend a lot of money. You split test only for like, 3 to 7 days. And the purpose is drive. I mean, to me, is I will only use this to find the winning ad so that I can bet all the money on it, when I'm running some big campaign. So that's how we do that.